Hi friends, it's Susan Smith with StampCreatively. I have two online exclusives to show you and a sale-a-bration. This is one of the cards I did at camp, and they liked the fun fold. So let me show you how I did this and what I used. I used this Motherhood mottos, which is hilarious. I could use this for any of my daughter-in-laws at any time. The one we used on the card was she believed she could, but she was tired, so she rested, which is so true. So this is, it's an online exclusive. I now put that on the end so I can remember. Not that I have a bad memory. This is Corner and Bloom. It's a sale-a-bration set, and it stamps beautifully. I'm going to show you, this is the one I'm using. Then I have the Designer Series paper. This one is called Everyday Happiness. It's an online exclusive. It comes with some adhesives. If you're a scrapbooker or you just like adhesives on your card, it's got a really cute sheet of those. See? Okay. So I pre-cut this for my campers. We are better friends if I pre-score and cut this. I wanted to use Lost Lagoon. So I put in my complimentary colors for Lost Lagoon. I love my color coach. It can save my life sometimes when I can't decide what to do. So I put my Lost Lagoon in here, and then I went to the other side and decided to use the, scooch this a little bit so you can see, the Flirty Flamingo and the Petal Pink. Those are the blends that I used because that was a complementary color to my Lost Lagoon. So I used my seal, and I put this Designer Series paper right here on the front. Oh, that wasn't very nice of me. Okay, so this is cut regular 5.5 by 8.5. I scored it at 4 1/4. I cut these at 1 inch. So these pieces are at 1 inch. The DSP is at 3/4 of an inch. So the DSP that's going to go right here is at 3/4 of an inch. Well, that didn't work. I'm trying to mute that. There, I worked. Okay. 3/4 of an inch is this piece. This one is 4 by 3.5. So I'm going to put that one there. I had my laptop muted so you didn't have to hear my text messages going off. And then I practiced to listen to what I was doing and turn the volume on. Then I took a piece of like 1/2 by 4 and put it right across the bottom. I put my adhesive up a little higher than I wanted, but it's fine. Then I put my seal down here. So that those would close. Isn't it cute? Super simple. Okay, so 1 inch, DSP is 3/4. And I just went 1 inch both sides. This is 4 and 3.5, and then that's a little 1/2 inch piece across the bottom. Again, this was the color I want. Sometimes when you're planning an event, you look at the large amounts of cardstock that you had, and I had a large amount of Lost Lagoon. So that's what I decided I was going to use. I need to burnish this down one more time to make sure it stays. Okay, then here is my Flirty Flamingo. And it goes, I'm going to scooch it down a little bit because I'm going to put a bow at the top. And that is 3.5 by, one moment please, I want to say 3.5 by 2.5, but 2 3/4. So it's 3.5 by 2 3/4. And then I have a piece of basic white that is 3.5 by a little smidge under. So this is a little smidge under the 3.5 and 3 3/4 because it's just got a little bit of edge going on right there. So here's my basic white. So what I found when I stamped this was that I needed this matte for my, I like this matte better when I use the photopolymer because it's a little bit bigger. I'm going to turn this over and make sure I get it inked well. I seem to do better to ink it well this way. Then I don't get this schmutz in the corner. But I'll make sure I don't rock it. So I'm going to put my pretty flowers in the corner. Come on. They're so pretty. There's my pretty flowers. And then it's got this little bloom. I'm going to put up here. And then my words of she believed she could, but she was tired, so she rested. Goes here. And I could have taken the mat away. Because I didn't need it because this is red rubber. Okay, so we're all stamped in Memento. And now we're going to color this real quick. What I found with this, and they all succeeded. So I took my dark Lost Lagoon. I have such a hard time telling these apart. And I went over with the dark Lost Lagoon and kind of hit the ends of the leaves and the stems. I used the nub end because I wanted to see where all of the leaves were. And everybody colors different. You get to do you, I get to do me. And I am a really quick colorer. God bless you, those of you who love to color in great detail. Now I'm going to do the light. Don't anybody shout at me. I'm going to put a lid on that one in just a second. I'm just going to go over with the light Lost Lagoon and kind of blend it and double check to make sure I got all the stems. Not the person that gets this will inspect, but okay. It's secured. Oh, and I see stems. There's one here, and there's one right there. Okay. Then with the inks, I took a light Flirty Flamingo, and I just kind of did this around some of the flowers. Oh, there was a stem. It just got flirty. It's fine. I'm not worried about that stem. So I did this real quick. I didn't need to hit all those petals because that takes too long. And this color combination just doesn't require it. Then this is a dark petal pink. And I'm really just going to kind of go over these. It's not going to discolor my Lost Lagoon or anything, and it's going to fill these in nice and beautiful real quick. Okay, now let me show you. See? It's beautiful. Yes, I have major injury on my thumb. I was cutting vegetables. I made my father chicken pot pie today. I was cutting those vegetables with that mandolin, and I always swear I'm going to be super careful, and into that thumb. It took a beating, but the chicken pot pie was delicious. Dad was happy. Okay, so then this is going to go right on here. Upside down. Yep, you saw that. You're probably saying, Susan, you're putting it on upside down. And I realized it right after I stuck it on because I knew I left a bigger space at the top for my ribbon. There we go. I used these Riverside Irregular Pearls. They are an online exclusive also. And I loved them on this because they're those gray shades. And they're just beautiful. Can you over embellish? I'm asking for a friend. I mean, can you? See, look how pretty that is. I mean, and so simple. These flowers color so pretty. And then I used this ribbon, and it's a white petal pink combination. There's 2 ribbons in the duo, and see, I used one on here, and I'm going to use white on this one. They're in the annual catalog, and they're written on here because it was a duo, and when you take those out, it's not written on there. And I wrote on the beach one, so I'd remember, and then they used it all. So I'm using the white with no writing. Shame on me. And then I always tie on the bolt. I can't stand to waste my ribbons, so that's... So there you go, 2 different color ribbons. Super simple, fun card. She believed she could, but she was tired, so she rested. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. Gosh, I hope you have a great day.